Game time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. For the Cavaliers, this is the last game before heading back to Cleveland.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have pace. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. There's great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Well, Josh Giddey provides a Ford Generals mentality, RJ, in a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition.
Harden, no good. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Tatum's shot is off. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Over the years, we've seen constant growth from Tatum as a playmaker. Part of the reason why he's an all-NBA first teamer.
Beyond the arc, Cavaliers with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Leonard from downtown. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Teardrop shot. Harden outside. Pass to Ellis. Launches a three. They get it again. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Here's Giddey. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. To stop the run. And it's White getting it to go.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now, here's Tatum. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Shot clock at 2. He gets that one.
Now, what hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Harden outside. Back to Adebayo. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time. Right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as the season wore on, but sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Scans the floor, runs the picks. Harden executes nicely.
And that's a foul called on Keon Ellis. That's his first foul. Celtics making a switch here. 1:31 left here in the opening quarter. And Giddey gets it to go.
And letting his offense come to him naturally. Good seeing Giddey take and make those kinds of shots.
To the paint. Adebayo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The rebound by Harden.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Ellis. Tatum, that's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And so it's Boston with it. The Cavaliers making the shot. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Leonard, that's for 2. Okporti grabs the rebound. Here's White. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line. Celtics have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Both teams deciding to change it up.
For Celtics Entertainment.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Celtics making a switch here. And it's tied up with that one.
and it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. And the second quarter about to get started.
18. The Cavaliers, 18.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Outside, Mathurin. Plumlee with the steal. Richard with the ball. Pass to Brogdon. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time, how long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quickly.
We've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Rollins. Still scoreless. Back to O'Neal. 5 on the clock. O'Neal on the wing. And And Pritchard pulls it down. And here's Boston. It's stolen by Mathurin. O'Neal wide open. Another miss by O'Neal. Brogdon with it. Outguarded by Simmons.
Just a good old-fashioned hustle play. Brogdon gets ahead and finishes the break.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Pritchard. And the layup falls. Pritchard's got his first points of the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. Pritchard's got his second basket of the night.
Go Rico. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Mathurin's team needing that one. And, boy, he does not disappoint.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Guys?
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Garza. Here's the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Rollins. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Rollins got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woken him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Pass to Plumlee. Now Hauser. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And Simmons has got the ball here for Cleveland. They're playing host to Toronto for the next one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
You see the athleticism that Simmons possesses. Excellent job at just knifing his way through those small spaces.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Some changes. Boston trailing. On the wing, Giddey. He has 6. Basket counts. Giddey's got 8 points.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
And the Celtics with possession here. 56 seconds left from the first half of basketball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. To the left side wing. And here's Adebayo outside. And it's Giddey in the corner. With the drive. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
And you can't get too physical
with Giddey, or else he will draw the whistle.
And both free throws good for Giddey. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Harden outside. Harden on the move. Got a piece of it. Tatum way outside. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics out in front. They lead by 2. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Giddey, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness. But he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Harden outside. Here's Leonard. Kawhi with the flush.
Assisted.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Tatum no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Adebayo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Adebayo's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And that's a foul called on Keon Ellis.
First team foul.
That's his 3rd foul of the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The three-point shot is pure for Tatum.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Back to Simmons.
Oh, just outsmarting the coverage. Pretty savvy pump fake by Simmons.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Boston leading by 3. Here's Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Pass to Simmons. Here's Harden on the wing. Harden gets it done inside.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Woo, quick first step by Tatum, then look out.
Harden outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Harden up top. He's got 7.
Okay, I see the explosion. Look, Harden never ceases to amaze me.
White drives in. Bucket is good. White's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Brown. And it's Strus with the rebound. Simmons inside. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And Cleveland making a change here. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Who's in the corner? It's Turner, high post. 4 on the clock. Here's Rollins. It's good from the top of the key. Rollins got 9 points. Celtics leading by 3.
First personal foul.
And the Celtics with possession here. And it's Hauser in the corner. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. A minute 42 left to play in the third. Pass to Strus. That's tipped. Up top, Boston. Still without a basket. Outside, Tatum. Tatum gets it inside. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
The shot by Turner, no good. Here's Pritchard. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Who's in the corner? Down low. Here's Rollins. Can't get it to fall. It's Brogdon on the wing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Dunn. Now, here's Strus. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Boston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is.
45.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Harden. Harden slicing his way to the rim.
He's not going to beat you with speed. Harden uses his footwork and his strength to create separation on his way to the rim.
And that's a foul called on Keon Ellis. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's White. Pass to Giddey. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Harden. White covering. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss. And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Back to Harden. Outside Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Oh, Harden sinks the long three.
This is what great shooters do. Harden is rising to the three-point challenge.
Brown outside. There's the pick. Over Adebayo. Here's Queta. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Leonard running the floor.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Giddey surveying the deep. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Back to Harden. The kick out to Adebayo. Pass to Turner. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Leonard. Nice defense from Giddey. Celtics leading by 3. Leonard with no one around. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Austin making a switch here. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum flying, soaring through the air.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
Turner outside. Now Adebayo. No good. That would have tied it. Brown. And gets it done inside.
The emergence of Brown as a #1 scoring option has been so much fun to watch. He has earned a lot of trust from his coaching staff.
Now Adebayo. And the layup is off. 3 on 3. Tatum. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Harden outside. He takes it in. Oh, good on the layup.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Brown feeling out of it. Here's Brockton. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard with the steal. Harden outside. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
From Harden, doesn't back down from taking the important shots of the game.
Height goes in. Good. Lays it right in there.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win. Coming up big in the clutch, Harden, you know he loves these moments.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. It's a three-point game. Hit it, goes in.
And I love going to Giddey there at 6'8" with his skill. Josh can get that one off anytime he wants. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
.51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. White is double. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. Lets loose a three. Cleared away by Adebayo. And the Cavaliers with possession. Trailing by 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Oh, my goodness, what a play.
I'm ready to get it. I think they mad cause they want a little static. I see it, I want it, go get it, I grab it. I got it in pocket, I feel like a lad. No, as a carpet, I'ma be magic. Huh. My bad like Jasmine. Don't try to play, I get jealous, I'm spazzing. I'm wishing they would like some cabin. What are you doing? I leave them in dust. Popping it that they never could touch. All of my life they be calling me rough. I guess they had enough. I be doing too much. I guess they had enough of me doing it. I've been looking at friends trying to pick one to trust. Why say you love me when it was just when you just could have told me you just want. My bad. I could have told you I passed and matched.